So how does assignment selling work? The key is when you're talking to the prospect, or again, the potential recruit, apply this across the board. That's key, my friends. That when you're having that conversation, that you clearly explain the assignment, that you give the why, and you get a confirmation. And you say, well, I want to hear it, Marcus. Of course, I'm going to show it to you. You know I'm going to show it to you. We're friends by now. You know I'm going to show it to you. So, what might this look like? Let's be hypothetical. Let's say you just called me on the phone and said, yo, Marcus, I'm checking out your website. I'd like to get a quote. I'd like to get a price. I'd like to meet with you, whatever the thing is. Well, it used to be for years that we would ask a few questions, but then I would just go on out to the house without doing anything, without giving an assignment. That was a big mistake. And our closing rates and the quality of our sales conversations suffered greatly because of it. So what did we change? Well, let me show you exactly how it now sounds. And again, apply this across the board with your team. The principle, I'm sure of this, works. So it might sound like this. You contact me and say, hey, Marcus, I'm checking out your website. Could you come out to my house this Friday and give me a quote for a pool? And I would say, knowing the power of 30, sure, I'd love to come out to your house, but you're getting ready to spend a lot of money. And if you're going to spend a lot of money, I know you don't want to make any mistakes. And so as to make sure you don't make any mistakes, I'm going to make sure you're well educated. So this is what we're going to do. As we're talking on the phone right now, I'm going to send you 2 things that you're really going to like via email here. First thing I'm going to send you is a video. This video shows you the entire process of a fiberglass pool installation, like it arriving to your house, excavation, going in the ground, backfill, cleanup, grade work, the whole 9. And this way, when I come out to your house on Friday, you're not going to say, so Marcus, what does this process look like? You're already going to know. Time out. Just saying that and having them watch that saves me about 30 minutes on the sales appointment. Now, the second thing I'm going to send you as we're talking on the phone today is a guide about how to buy and choose the right fiberglass pool for you. Now, this guide is wonderful because it's going to answer all those nitty-gritty questions that nobody's bothered to answer, like, should I get a heater with my pool? Should it be gas? Should it be electric? Should it heat and cool my water? Should I get a cover? What's the best type of cover? Should it be mesh? Should it be solid? Should it be automatic? Should it be solar? Now, again, it's going to answer all these questions. This guide's a little bit long. It's about 30 pages, but I promise it'll be well worth your time. Will you take the time to review these things before our appointment on Friday? And 90% of the time, what does the person say? Sure. Now, by you asking the prospect to do this assignment, have you heard anything? Is anybody damaged? No, only good will come from this. You only have better conversations. Now, do you see the application, though, with the potential recruit, with the potential hire? Once again, you can advance the conversation so much more because you've given them what they need. So potentially, you have a guide about a particular position or employment with your company. You can ask them to read that or watch that video. We've already talked about in other courses how to make those amazing videos, that amazing content that those potential recruits would be watching, that you would be using within this assignment selling. I want to share with you a quick story of the impact of this. And I mean, it's just amazing the instances I've seen that it's completely just impacted a sales appointment, but one that I'll never forget came from the family otherwise known as the Grizzards. And so what I'm about to show you is a lead sheet that when somebody fills out a form on my website, I'm able to see this. And so I'm going to show it to you now here on the screen. This is a real person, real lead. His name is William Grizzard. And you'll see here that it says that William Grizzard did an organic search. He says he was using Yahoo, which is somewhat interesting. And then it says he viewed 375 pages of the website. 375 pages. What in the world is wrong with Mr. Grizzard here? Who has the time to read 375 pages of a website? Now you might be thinking, this dude must be a competitor or a stalker, or he's got to be retired or something, but this is odd behavior. I know I would think it was odd behavior too, but that same night, I got another lead sheet, and this lead sheet came from, lo and behold, his wife, Joni Grizzard. Turns out Mr. Grizzard has a wife, Joni Grizzard, and Joni Grizzard also did a search on Yahoo. So we have the first identified Yahoo family in the world. And she searched Richmond, Virginia pools, and she proceeded to read 149 pages of the website. So between these two people, how many pages of the website have they now read? That's right, 520 some pages. What do you think that sales appointment was like? Yes, I walked into the house. Bill Grizzard is standing there with a spreadsheet in his hands. It's got the pool he's getting. It's got every option and accessory he's getting with the pool. And all he needed from me was, that's right, one thing, which was the contract and the price. And I walked out of that house 45 minutes later, not 2.5 hours later like the norm. 45 minutes later, signed contract, $10,000 deposit. And as I drove away, I started to laugh because I realized something. How much selling had I done that day? Yeah, none. How far was he in the sales process? 99.99% through the sales funnel. My only job was, dude, do not screw this up. Wouldn't it be nice if every time you were trying to close an opportunity, the job was just don't screw it up. Now listen, I know in the world of bidding like we're in and RPs and these things, it's not always going to be like that. But the fact of the matter is, could our customers be more prepared before we meet with them? That's the key point here. Yes. Could our recruits be more prepared? Yes. Could they be further down the funnel? Yes. Could we do a better job teaching them? Yes. But it doesn't happen if we're passive in the sales process. This is why you need to teach your team how to do these things. They should be the ones watching these videos. Build with Leaders is not just for leaders, it's for sales professionals, marketing professionals, HR. That's the goal. They should be watching these saying, okay, I see now what I can work on. If you take the principles of what we've already talked about, just with assignment selling, and you apply these, the quality of your sales conversations, your meetings with customers and prospects, dramatically better. Not even close. That's the power of assignment selling. And I've realized many times since that day with the Grizzards, that content, assuming it's honest and transparent, and that's the caveat, that's the key. It's the greatest sales and trust building tool in the world. It doesn't sleep. It doesn't leave you. It doesn't ask for commissions. It doesn't get sick. It just continues to work for you year after year. That's what's possible when we have the content. That's the essence of assignment selling. So look to integrate content now into your sales process. Teach your sales team how to do it. You can't just produce this stuff that we've been talking about and then think naturally sales is going to know how to use it. They won't until you teach it to them. But when you do, it's going to enhance your digital and your virtual selling dramatically.